can see it up in there, and the new control arm is bolted in. Welcome back to Horseplay Motoring. So if you're new to the channel, this is my 90LX that I've been working on some of the suspension stuff. So right here, this is the UPR torque box reinforcement kit. This is the hardware that comes with it, and it's pretty easy as far as being straightforward to install, but it can be a pain to install. I'm not really doing a how-to install video. I'm just showing you I'm putting them on, but I want to get them painted first. I don't think I have black paint, so just whatever, but I got to get them sanded down. These has been out in the storage shed in this box. I just opened it. So it's been out in the storage shed for probably over a year now. I've really been procrastinating. These was actually supposed to go on my 97, but they're the same for 79 to 04. But there we go. Also, it is supposed to rain today. I don't know how well y'all can see that. So, painting when it's supposed to rain, what could go wrong, you know? Okay, so the control arms are red. I got these blue. Now, these and these is going to be on the inside. These is going to be on the outside. These I'm not really too worried about. These are the ones that really, I think, need the paint. So, I'm going to hit them with a few coats. This is about 3 light coats, and I'm going to go back with a heavy coat or 2 and then let them dry. I painted these because they were just sitting there, but I don't think I'm going to paint them. So I ended up finding black. Again, it does not have to look great. I went ahead and just spray painted these, but it's going to be under the car. I just wanted some form of rust protection. So I sanded it down with sandpaper here and hit it with the blue, which is Rust-Oleum, went over it with the black. So in theory, the Rust-Oleum should act like a primer because I let it tack, but we'll see. I need to get the back seat out because the stuff goes through the floorboard of the back seat, and get the car up and get started on this. All right, so I kind of got the area to where I need. I have to deal more with that when I get on the top side, but basically you drill the holes through the bottom. The bracket locates the holes, and then you come on top, you cut out your pattern, because this has a sound deadener here, so you can cut that out, the shape of the ones that go on the top, and bolt it on. It's pretty self-explanatory on LMR's site. I cannot make this up. Drilling through sheet metal, of all things, smooth, no snags. All of a sudden it just catches and broke my drill bit in half. Half of it was stuck in the floor pan. I had to use these to get it out. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do from here. All right, it's all bolted in. Got the 2 there and the 2 down there. Everything's going through. You can see it up in there, and the new control arm is bolted in. Now I can go to the passenger side, do them uppers, and then I can move on to the lowers. Got that plate in. So the driver side and passenger side both are done. You can see the bolt up there for the torque box reinforcement. Next is going to be the lower ones. My fat butt is wore out. It is hot out here, but I got it done. It was a little aggravating. The top is supposed to be the hardest ones. On my previous friend's car, he had an 87, and I don't remember it being this daggum aggravating, but we also had a lift, so that could help some. I never had to do them on my 97. I sprayed the crap out of it. I did tons of hits. I never had torque buck issues. So it might be, you know what, let me get off the ground, because, you know, I look like a friggin' stranded seal or something. Whew, that's a little bit better. So it might be something that, you know, a drag car might use if they're launching on slicks and stuff like that. This car's not going to see any of that. But I'm doing the control arms, and I was already there. I've had this box of UPR torque box reinforcements in the shed for like 2 years ago. I won it from a raffle from JCP Auto Parts, and I know UPR has sent me shift knobs and stuff like that, so I want to get it in. I got UPR front coilovers. Now I have the torque box reinforcements. Back here, I don't know if you noticed in an earlier clip, one of these was upside down. I did that on purpose because everything, I'm trying to hold the plate and line everything up and drill, and I'm the only person here. And I just happened to put it through, and the way it fell and caught the plate, it just locked into place and stayed there. So I was able to come up top, put vice grips on it, on the nut, and then drive it in, and it held everything in place. On that side, I didn't have an issue, because I guess you're used to doing it over here. So everything is in how it's supposed to be. I am super stoked. Lowers, like I said, it's supposed to be the easy one. It's only like 4 bolts, and then the 1 bolt that goes through. This bolt is already an existing hole that bolts your lower control arm in, and these 4 bolts have to be drilled, and it'll go through these plates on the top, which is, it should be like in that area right there. So I gotta double check all my harness and make sure it's moved, and I need to vacuum this daggum thing. I even got dirt on my Terminator X. That's where I'm stopping for today. I've been at this since, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 hours. My back is just, it is on the fritz right now. It's so annoying. I'm fixing to go inside, take some medicine, and I will tackle this tomorrow. I thought about making this a 2-part video. Nobody wants to see torque box reinforcements drug out when everybody else does it in one. And I'm not doing a how-to. I'm just showing you that it's getting done. So this will be probably next Tuesday's or next Thursday's upload. Today is Thursday, so it'll be the following week. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point, but I'll see y'all tomorrow.
3 days later.
Okay, so when I was looking at this, I know that this goes in here, and I'm like, that does not fit. Well, that's where basic building blocks come in. You put it in like that, twist it, spin it around, and set it in there. Now your holes, hang on, let me turn this light on. Your holes in here, I got it backwards, hang on. Alright, let's try this again. So, your bolt hole, see how it lines up? Alright, it is bolted in there. I got the plate bolted on the top, so now I can put this arm on this side, but I want to get all this scale and stuff cleaned up and get it painted a little bit. I don't have to look perfect, but I do want to knock some of that rust off. Alright, well, I got the lower control arm on, I got the spring in, the uppers are done, so all the torque box reinforcements are done on this side. So go to the passenger side, do them lowers, and put the springs on and the control arms on, and I am done with this. I do have one more thing I think I might do, but I'm going to wait and see if I got the hardware and stuff to actually do it before I even talk about it. Okay, I got the upper and lower torque box reinforcements in on both sides. Got the control arms on both sides. Got the springs on both sides. And now I can work on a few other things. I want to raise the exhaust a little because I did lower the car. And just a few touch-up things. Well, everything is done, minus putting on the wheels and putting it back on the ground, but sway bar is on, all the torque box reinforcements are on, springs. This is not an IBOC sway bar. They put the stickers on it because those are IBOC springs, and I guess they put all the Sportline stuff, all the stickers onto this. This is either a stock one, which doesn't matter, or an SD tuning, which all they do is take stock ones and heat treat them and harden them. So either way, I have it. It's on. It's going to help more than not having one. And got a little bit more touch up to do with painting, and everything should be good to go. All right. Well, it was a 2-day ordeal. All in all, I did have to take a break in between. We had a series of bad storms. I'm hoping next week to get over to the SN project and get some work on that. But UPR torque box, upper and lower reinforcements. It's SD tuning, upper and lower tubular control arms. Let's see. Oh, the IBOC springs already had in this. The rear sway bar, like I said, it's either stock or the SD tuning, but it is painted red and it has IBOC Sportline on it, but it is not an IBOC Sportline because these ends go and they're kind of squared off, and the eye box are rounded, and so that's just one thing to look for. So all I have to do is get this mess cleaned up and get the wheels on, get it back on the ground. I'm not going to bore you all with that stuff. So next video hopefully will be me able to drive it, at least wash it. It needs a bath some kind of bad. I've been spray painting underneath. The fumes are kind of getting to me. It is hot. It's supposed to be in the hundreds pretty soon here in Florida. I wore this shirt and pretty much ground my arms into this pavement down here, so I have like road rash because I'm fat and I'm walling around like a daggum seal, or a walrus better. But yeah, everything that could be aggravating was aggravating, but there was nothing that there was no need for me to put this off any longer. I don't know why I waited so long. Other than when I did start, I did have to take time off because of my back, but to get started, my back was no issue, so it was just an excuse at that point. Regardless, I got a lot done. I feel like the rear end is pretty much where I'm going to keep it at now. It's nothing else crazy is going on. The only thing that might ever change if I decide to go turbo would be rear gear change. I'd want to go 355s, or if I got a super good deal on a 5-lug setup with wheels that I want, but that would be, it's going to be very rare. It's going to be very hard to beat these 4-lug Selines. I'm really thinking about just doing a 4-lug rear disc conversion on this and staying with that. I mean, a lot of people go 5-lug, and I think it's just something else that's going to keep me a little bit different having the 4 lugs on here. But like I said, get it back on the ground, get it washed up, and get the stuff cleaned up. And thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Horseplay, and we out.
Turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars, I won't turn around. I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars, I won't turn around. I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never come.